Hey everyone. Okay, so I am back with a review of a few candles that I finished burning. I've got 3 here, and then there's one candle behind the 3 that is currently burning. So I'll talk about that one because I've burned it before. I've actually talked about it in one of my reviews, but I want to do a follow-up review. So this first one is from the Aromatherapy collection. It's vanilla verbena, and it's one of the stress relief candles that Bath & Body Works carries or used to carry. I don't know. I don't think they carry this anymore, but someone correct me if I am wrong about that. You know, I'm not up to date on Bath & Body Works stuff, but I could have sworn I heard that this is online only. Vanilla verbena, great scent. Now, I had melted, or I should say burned. Sorry, I tried burning this candle months ago, and the performance was terrible. It tunneled. The wicks were pathetic. They were very skinny, scrawny, puny, whatever you want to call them. They just were horrible wicks, and they did not perform well for this candle. I put the candle aside for several months, and then I decided that I guess with me having that little bug or virus, it wasn't really little, it was a pretty big deal, but whatever I had going on, I was just like craving for certain types of scents in my bedroom. And once I got better, I still wanted something similar to those scents. I wanted calming scents, things that were just more soothing, and so I reached for this candle. I decided to put this on my hot plate warmer because I do not burn candles in my bedroom. I think the risk is a lot greater for something happening because more than likely when I'm in my bedroom, I am relaxed, I'm sitting on the bed, and more than likely I'm gonna fall asleep, and I will forget all about any kind of candle that might be burning. So I put this on my hot plate to melt. Now, I already knew that's what I was going to do anyway because I was not going to fool around with this candle anymore because it just did not burn properly. This was a wonderful scent. I was awake for several hours after this candle melted on hot plate warmer. It filled up my room with that really wonderful soft vanilla verbena scent. It's very very woody. And it's got sweetness, but it's not too much sweetness like the bakery scents that I typically like. It's really nice and it's very soothing. It filled up my room. And I had this on my warmer, I would say off and on for about 1 week. I would let it melt. As soon as I would come home, I would turn that warmer on. This would melt down. I don't know how long it really took, but I know I would say within an hour, I had that scent flowing in my bedroom. Had it on for a few hours, and then I would turn it off when I was ready to go to sleep. So really nice on this one. This is one that I wouldn't mind getting again. I'm not sure if I'll seek it out to get it again, but it definitely was a good melt. It smelled wonderful in my bedroom, so yeah. Didn't perform well as a candle. Now this candle is one that I have really come to love, and I don't think I talked about this one. I may have mentioned these before, but I don't think I did a full review on these. If I did and you don't want to see this, I totally understand. So this is from Yankee Candle, Soho Living Collection. It's called Amethyst. And this one is just a beautiful scent. I love that the wax is purple. Oh, it's so pretty. And look at that pretty picture. So this one is one of those sweet but deep sensual scents. A little floral, a little perfume, and lots of scent. This is a 2-wick candle. It's 20 ounces, and I love the way it burned. As you can see here, aside from the soot, this burned cleanly. I did not go in and clean this jar out. I don't have time for that, and I'm not really interested in doing that. So just be assured, I did not try to clean this out to make a point or anything. It burned cleanly. Now you can see there's still wax left in here. And I'm going to turn it this way just so you can kind of see. So when it got up to here, the wicks extinguished. There was just the metal left. And so what I did was put this on a hot plate warmer in my living room. And sorry about that glare from me moving it around. So my living room is a bit of a challenge to scent, whether it be a tart or a candle. But for Yankee Candle to scent my living room, dining room is a big deal. And so I sing the praises of this candle. I like it. I love it. I would get it again. I have not been back to TJ Maxx or Marshalls looking at the candles. I've been there, but I have not looked at the candles. When I have melted down some of my candle stash and gotten rid of some of them and made a little bit more space, I may start looking at candles again at Bath and Body Works, perhaps at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, perhaps. This is one that if I see it again, I will purchase it. Love the 2-wick candles by Yankee Candle. I think they perform a whole lot better than the 1-wick candles. 22-ounce jars, I think it is. I had mentioned before that I would not be purchasing those again, and I meant it. They just don't work well for me. But this, perfect. And when I put this jar on the hot plate warmer, it was almost like the scent had been renewed. It was very strong, and it scented that living room area as well as the dining room. And, you know, I was kind of surprised. I knew that this one gave a good throw while it was burning, but I just didn't think that I was going to get much from it at this point, especially on a hot plate. I never got a waxy scent from this candle at all. I was so pleased with the performance with each burn and then when I put it on the hot plate warmer. So yeah, this is one to that I recommend. Now I have one more candle that I finished burning, and I don't think I did a full review on this one, but this is from Scents and Senses. It's called Under the Mistletoe, and this one I wasn't really happy with the scent. I was happy with the performance. This candle burned clean, and you can see that there's hardly any soot, whereas this one has soot, which is not so bad because I still got the scent. I didn't get a burned or waxy scent. This one, I didn't get a whole lot of scent. Now, there was a lot of scent in the jar, but it just wasn't throwing that scent while it was burning. Clean burn, good flame, nice tall flame that danced around. The wick was nice. She uses these really good thick wicks, but I don't know if it was the scent. The scent seemed strong on the cold sniff, but when burning, it just did not really throw. Now, I realize that there are some difficult to scent areas in my home. They are challenging areas. There might be some areas that have a draft, that are too open. So I moved this candle around to a couple of places and still got no throw. And so finally I moved it into the bathroom because it's the smallest room, and if it doesn't throw there, then it's just a dud in my opinion. And unfortunately this was a dud for me because that Under the Mistletoe scent that's very similar to that craft store scent just did not throw. At one point I feel like I got a little bit of a pine scent coming from this, but with each burn, it was a struggle to smell the scent. So, was not happy with that one in terms of the scent. Now, just back here, it's a little blurry, but I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Right now, I have Pumpkin Cupcake from Bath and Body Works burning. I did a review on this one back in December, and I said I would never purchase this one again. I wasn't too impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with the performance. The first one that I burned was, it was horrible. It tunneled. It was a hot mess. Literally, it was a hot mess. And what I did not like about the scent was that spice note that was coming through. Now, in this one, same scent, I do get that spice note, and I really think that this particular scent can do without that little hint of, there's a little bit of a spice note in here that I'm picking up on, but it does not take over. And so I really do like this scent, but you know, whatever that little bit of something that I'm getting in the background. It doesn't really need to be there in my opinion. But anyway, the burn on this one is absolutely perfect. And I am going to try to turn this candle around just to show you. And hopefully I won't extinguish the wicks. Okay. Now what I'm impressed with is, now you can see that one wick is kind of like, all right, I'm almost done with you guys here. But for where this is at, looking at the level of the wax, I have to tell you that I'm very impressed. I don't burn a lot of candles. I usually start burning them around this time of the year. My experience with Bath and Body Works, Slacken & Co. candles, the burn is so inconsistent most of the time. Let's not even talk about the throw, because the throw, the scents are pretty good overall, but then when the wicks start dying out, you really don't get much of a scent. This candle, from the first burn up until now, and I've been burning this candle for a couple of weeks off and on, the scent has been strong. I can smell it outside of each room that I have melted it in. I love the scent. It is a sweet pumpkin scent, and that cupcake really comes through. Don't need that little bit. There's something in there that reminds me of cinnamon. I don't know. I could be imagining it, but I get it. But the wicks are so good on this one. The burn, look at the flames. They're dancing. I've gotten a consistent throw and a consistent burn throughout the time that I've been burning this candle. And one more thing to note, I never cut the wicks, never. So I'm going to see how that works for my other candles, but I think the wicks do need to be trimmed throughout the time the candles are being used, but with this one I did not. All right, everyone, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I have another candle burning in one of the other rooms, but I'm not ready to review it yet. So I will include it in another Melting My Stash review. I appreciate you watching, and I will be back with a haul. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.